What's up, guys? It is Jay Beebs here, and we got a pretty interesting episode in the Borussia Dortmund 2 Road to Glory. Let's just say we will be facing off against Borussia Dortmund in the final of the DFB Pokal. Obviously, that does not happen until later in the season, so I'm obviously going to have to cover the stuff heading into that. But let's just say there's quite the interesting final game. So we're starting off with selling some players. Jay Burns will be joining Racing Club over in Argentina for $2.15 million. Jan Reckert will be joining Gazmatan over in Romania for $410,000. Miguel Vidal will be going on a short loan move to Italian side Torino. Tanner Johnson will be joining Estoril Praia for $2.25 million. Do not know where that club is from. Enzo Gertz will be joining AZ over in the Netherlands for $3.4 million. Stepan Simek will be joining Italian side Torino for $2.2 million. Fedi Otto has been sold. He'll be joining Başakşehir. Really wish he would have worked out at the club, but with Scarlett in front of him, there's just no chance for him getting any playing time, and he's departing for a nice $2.5 million, so pretty good investment. Don Namick will be joining Piast Gliwice over in Poland. And joining the team from the Youth Academy is Bolisev Hayek. Especially with how this team plays, there's nothing more that I want than a nice quick player who can dribble. Especially in the formation we use, those outside players in the attack. Really love the way that they work when they're nice and, again, pacey, very good dribblers. So 5-star weak foot as well, high attacking, work great. Exactly what I want from a Youth Academy player. Patrice Siaka is a very similar player, very quick, very good dribbler, and he does have the second wind trait, so you don't really get many of those traits from Youth Academy players, so probably be more inclined to keep him around. Ibrahim Kauku is another one of those players. Benjamin Korcheville, he has, I don't remember what trait that is. Is that long shot taker? Or is it direct free kick? He's got some sort of trait. I'll maybe use him. And someone who I am really excited to use is Dragutin Makota. Slovenian center mid. He's 6'1" attacking midfielder. I'm converting him to center mid. Natural 5-star. Very good dribbler. Very good passer. Shooting and defending could be a whole lot better, but at this point, can't pick and choose. He's got 86, 92 potential, so actually look at him maybe being a key player for us down the road. And we are facing off against our, ultimate rivals, considering we are Borussia Dortmund 2. They are Borussia Dortmund at the Signal Iduna Park in the Bundesliga. Here are the lineups and the highlights.
Got the initial 11 for the visitors.
Well, the two wide players are great in 1v1 situations, and their movement is also very good. But it's the midfield three that will need to control the flow of the game.
Opportunity here, and a Depay. It looks promising. Can he get them level? Well, still an issue here. Oh, could be. Who can they pick out? And the danger is averted. This looks interesting. It's gone in. Well, back underway as we reflect on the goal that's made it 2-1. Definitely look as though they want to make this move count.
Well, this is such a good watch. Both teams have played their part in a great game with plenty of good forward play. I'm sure we'll see more goals before the end.
Chance to put them in front. Romagnoli. Jesus. Carvajal. Well, that's a well-timed pass. He continues his run.
So a 3-3 draw is not all the worst result. Definitely would have liked to have won, not only just to beat them, but also for our league positioning. We need every single point that we can get, so things could have gone a lot better, but don't mind that it didn't. James Yeboah will be joining the team from the Youth Academy. Gone in center midfielder, very quick, very good dribbler, exactly what you want. Dragutin Hota will be going on a 1-year loan move to fellow German side Heidenheim. Good loan move for him. Don't really see him having much of a future here, so we'll deal with him later. And we're now facing off against VfL Wolfsburg in the semifinals of the DFB Pokal. And this is the team that we're going with. Very similar team. Unhebans in goal, Ampadu, Moss center backs, Prinz, Meyer outside backs, Lavia defensive mid, Deprez, Bate center midfielders, Schwarz, Arnold on the wings, and Scarlett is up top. Here are the highlights. Okay, so I really messed this up. One, I forgot to record the full entire gameplay, so I decided to go back into the highlight section, just was going to record it there like I used to do earlier in the series. Then I did ultimately realize the game glitched and I couldn't see any of the highlights. But needless to say, we won 5-0. We are advancing to the final. Simon Arkele will be joining the first team. Nigerian center midfielder, 6'1", 86-94 potential. Could actually make a play at a backup center mid role. Aitor Aurelio will be going in a 1-year loan move next season to Bayern Leverkusen. And this is what you've all been waiting for, okay? The DFB Pokal final. Borussia Dortmund 2 versus Borussia Dortmund. Now, obviously, in the real world, they would probably have Borussia Dortmund 2, like they would force us to probably lose the game, I would assume. But this is FIFA, baby. Anything goes, and we're gonna win. And looking at the road that we took to get here, we definitely did have the easier role. I mean, Hamburg, they're down in the second division. Union Berlin, they're one of the worst teams in the Bundesliga, just like us. Wolfsburg are a mid-table side. You know, we didn't have to face Bayern Munich, so that is a big blessing. Thank you to Borussia Dortmund, but we're gonna beat you today. And this is how the team is lining up, playing in that 4-3-3 holding. Again, Unhebans in goal, Ampadu, Moss center backs, Prinz, Meyer outside backs, Lavia defensive mid, Deprez, Bates center mids, Arnold, Schwarz on the wing, and the main man up top is Scarlett. Here are the highlights. Just kidding. So if you guys have been paying attention to the series, obviously I only show you the lineups of my team. But in a final against our other team, I think it's at least we should show what the other team looks like. So they're playing a 4-1-2-1-2. I mean, back line isn't that special. Midfield is decent. I don't know how good all those players currently are. Up top is not at all impressive. So I honestly think right now on paper, I do think we have the better team. I think they easily take the goalkeeper spot. Back line is a little debatable. I think they do have a little bit better midfield, but up our front three is way better than theirs. Okay, here are the actual highlights.
Cul-de-sac in terms of the attack. Potential danger.
Great stop, and then the reaction.
It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Here as a real opening now, and a goal! Dortmund being pressed hard. Might be a chance here. Another goal! The referee has played advantage in Dortmund's favour. Gabriel Jesus. Diogo Dalot. That is Gabriel Jesus. That is Gabriel Jesus. Kovacic. Might it be Gabriel Jesus? And still an opportunity. Oh, chance taken! There can they counter clinically. And that's great work to make sure it didn't go over the line. And it's played into the centre. The end product just wasn't there. And now for the trophy lift itself. The cup winners.
Well, we were able to win, and win in style, beating Borussia Dortmund in the DFB Pokal final. So we not only won our first trophy, we also did it against our biggest rivals, and we did it dominantly. What a performance from the boys. I do not know if this means European football next year. It might, not 100% sure, but we'll find out next season. So in the Bundesliga, we just avoided relegation by, it was still by 7 points, but we did finish one spot off of potential relegation, so definitely need to improve on that next season. Bate would end up leading the league in assists with 9. Pretty cool. And then, of course, obviously, we did win the DFB Pokal 4-3 against Borussia Dortmund. Bate appeared in every single game for us this season, being an absolute rock in that midfield. Ampadu appeared in all but one, and then everyone else dropped off a little bit because of rotation. Scarlett led the team in goals scored with 16, Arnold behind him with 10, and Bate had 6. And Bate also led the team in goals scored or assists with 10, Arnold had 6, and Deprez had 5. So this is how the team is looking heading forward. Again, I think center back, goalkeeper are the only positions we actually need to improve. Maybe defensive midfielder, but other than that, there's really no need to change anything. And obviously, just need to. I just really want to get Deprez to that center mid positioning because he's so good. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, someone can let me know in the comments below. I mean, playing a player out of position, their potential, I don't think it decreases, but the speed in which they increase and overall decreases. I think that's how it is. But again, if I'm wrong, let me know. But guys, that is it for today's episode of the Borussia Dortmund 2 Road to Glory. I mean, it was a pretty big one. We made it to the final of the cup, and we faced ourselves, essentially. So, I mean, next episode, we better find a way in the Bundesliga to avoid relegation. Hopefully, you can make some big signings, but I don't know what's going to happen. Neither do you. And if you want to find out, you got to watch the next couple of videos, which will be coming out tomorrow. Subscribe if you're new. And it is J Beebs signing off.